It's my first time smoking one of these. I don't even know if I did it the right way, and I just burnt the wrapper, but regardless, hopefully you'll enjoy it still. So anyway, saunas. Saunas are great because they let people relax. Beyond that, they let people actually take a break from all the noise and just sit there and have to talk with other people or just sit in silence. But either way, it's a good thing. If you bring your phone and your headphones into a sauna, I don't like it. I don't like how people have to always be tuned in, always have to have the AirPods in no matter what. Just take a minute and think. Your phone's gonna overheat anyway. You shouldn't be bringing it in there. And it's just such a great opportunity to actually talk and have people listen to you for a little bit without any distractions. We don't have much of that left in society in general anymore, because we're all just tuned into our own world almost all the time, watching YouTube, constantly having any entertainment that we want, and having those AirPods in, those dang AirPods in. So I was just in a sauna today, and I'm traveling, so I'm not at home. So I was at a different gym, and I walk in, and there's these two older gentlemen. So a lot of times you get that, and these guys are always great, super friendly, so I just walk in and say hi. Nothing comes of it for a while, but then this other lady walks in who's probably like 45 or something like that. You can tell she's like a big swimmer, like into yoga, stuff like that. So she comes in, and then she's really starts talking, and then we all start talking more. So this guy right to my right, he's probably like 60 years old, probably grew up here. There's another guy though who's in there with us. The second guy who I was talking about when I came in, he's Swedish or something like that. Has got some interesting accent, but you know, a lot of times those guys are like really willing to talk to you, and they want to talk because they kind of want to. It just seems like they want to talk, and they're just happy, and it's nice. I appreciate that. So she comes in. There's four of us total, and you know, you can tell that they kind of know each other. I'm from out of town. They just start talking. Hey, how are you? Stuff like that. They get on this topic where the lady starts talking about how she got in a fight recently where she was in a situation in a bar where she was just so astonished how quickly some people are to want to act quickly and rashly. And this one chick who was there with her boyfriend, who she didn't know at the time, just started throwing shit at her because the girlfriend thought that this lady was flirting with her guy. And you're thinking to yourself, like, man, some people are just way too quick to action, way too quick to start a fight and stir things up because they're looking for something. You know, they're looking for something to happen, or they're wanting to make things happen in their life because for whatever reason, maybe they feel like unfulfilled in the rest of it, or they feel like they just want some action. Either way, she talks about how this girl's throwing shit at her and she doesn't move a muscle when this lady's doing this. And so she says, I just stood there, I just sat there and just stayed as still as possible because I didn't want to fight her. She's like, I'm a woman, I don't know how to fight. And she's like, I just stood there and then the guy from security came over, just took her and literally just threw her out of the bar. There's a good lesson in that, and don't jump to escalate things when you don't need to. Get the whole picture first before you go at somebody like that. especially when you're in a situation like at a bar, because it's always more risky to escalate right away, because you never know what the other person is on. You never know what kind of night they've had, what kind of person they are in an unknown environment like that. People's inhibitions are dropped so much that they're just ready to throw hands, apparently. And so luckily she avoided a poor situation in that, but a lot of people don't. And all it takes is one mistake like that, one time, to have a poor situation where you act too quickly like an idiot, you shove them back, and then you get into a big fight. And then before you know it, you waste years of your life because of one mistake and getting booked for doing one small thing. So it's important to be very, very diligent about those situations and to de-escalate when you can, or just to get out of there. A lot of times you can tell certain people you just don't want to be around. You just know nothing good's going to come from this. They're just a firecracker ready to go off. It's not a good situation. So you got to get out of there as quick as you can. And that conversation wouldn't have happened if everyone in that sauna had their AirPods in and they weren't just chilling there. That's one thing that really annoys me about the gym, is people are completely tuned into their own space. And I get it, like, you want to be locked in, you want to go hard in the gym. Fair enough. I'm not going to bother you. You know, if someone's really focused, I'm not going to bother them. I get it. Girls don't want to be hit on. And a lot of them might find that annoying. Fair enough. Fine. I'm not going to bother them. But with that being said, it's like, when we can't even, like, say hi or make eye contact anymore, that's when we know we have an issue. We need that just little bit of human connection and acknowledgement. And that's all you need. You don't need to have a big conversation all the time. You just need to just know that you're a friend to everybody and you're just friendly. I think that's a big thing that is a problem in cities where, at least me personally, when I lived up in a big city for a few months for an internship, I just don't feel connected to people there. It's tougher to feel like people, you can just say hi to someone, you can have a nice connection. Now it happens, but a lot of times people just look down at their feet, don't ever make eye contact, and I think there's something that we lost with that. Because when you do take the chance, it's not even a chance, all you do is say hi. That's what I do. Just say hi to people. Hey, how's it going? How's your day going? What's going on? Just a simple hi if you don't even want to give much effort. I think it just enriches your life so much more. And I had a situation like that with a girl in my apartment who I was living with in that over that summer, who, you know, we talked it up in the elevator, then she gave me her number and went on a few dates. Didn't go anywhere like super serious, but hey, that would have never happened. It's like, you gotta just try, dude. Like, no point in just looking down all day, being stuck in your own head. Oh, there's a rabbit right here. Hello, rabbit. Like, one thing that I think about too is you never know what kind of day other people are having. So just saying hi can really help people out. And a lot of times people are going through a lot. You never know what people are going through. And everybody has their shit. Everybody has their vices. Everyone has their problems that they're dealing with in life. And every day gives opportunity just for you to get back a little bit. And I think just providing that little bit of human connection to other people can really be a small way of giving back to others. So, talk to more people, go in the sauna, don't bring your AirPods, don't be on your phone the whole time in the gym and in places like that. You'll live a much better life overall. Most of the time, you're never going to see these people again, too. That's another thing, is we're always in our own head about, oh, what if this person thinks I'm weird, or if I get rejected. They're going to forget the next day anyway, so who cares? You only got one life, and you're wasting your time by not trying. You really are. I mean, every day is an opportunity with this kind of thing. It's important not to get blackpilled. But make sure to get out there and say hi to people. You really don't know what could happen and how your life can change for the better. So get out there.